Hi, welcome back to Story Time with Nana. Today's story is called Let's Be Horses. Before we begin, I'd like to give a little shout out to two helpers for me. Victoria colored a beautiful picture of horses for me, and so did Craven. Today's story is the second story that I wrote about the farmer family. Let's begin. The kitchen was all a bustle with conversation and laughing. It was a bright, cheery room with white cabinets and light green curtains with tiny pink flowers above the kitchen sink. There was a large table off to the right where the farmer family was seated for breakfast. Mommy had made pancakes, everybody's favorite. "It's going to be a busy day for us," Daddy told the family. "Now that we have some cows, sheep, and goats, we need hay for the bedding and food. Today we have a fellow coming by with a truck full of hay rolls. He's going to arrive soon, and we all have to work together to get the hay into the barn." "What's a hay roll, Daddy? Is it the same thing as a rectangle of hay?" asked Nora. "A hay roll is just that. It's a roll of hay. Because it's round, the rain runs off instead of soaking in. Round bales are easier to feed out. You can just roll them along and the hay unravels. It's easier for us to have a round bale rather than a square bale," Daddy explained. "Okay, let's clean off the table and get dressed before the delivery truck gets here," Mommy said. While the children made up their beds and got dressed for the day, Mommy put their newest baby brother, Jamesy, down for a nap. "Oh, did I mention Mommy had another baby?" Well, she did. And now the farmer family was 7 people. The farmer family stood together watching as the delivery driver and his helper unloaded the truckload of hay for the animals for the winter. They unloaded huge bales of hay one at a time until all 50 bales were in the field, close to the barn. "This is going to be a lot of work. We have to get all of those bales of hay into the barn before dinner," their father said. The children looked at all of those rolls of hay and groaned. The hay was in the fields every which way. It almost looked like a corn maze, except it was big round bales of hay instead of corn. "I have an idea," said Nora. "Let's be horses working in the field, helping our farmer." "That's a great idea, Nora. We can be different kinds of horses so we can each help our farmer," and Allison answered. "Me first," said Nora. "I want to be a spotted horse. I am white with gray spots and a beautiful long gray silky mane and tail. I can jump really high and soar over anything. All of the other horses ask me to help them when they need to get over things." "Well, I'm a teeny tiny horse, and I'm beautiful, shiny black with a flowy, shiny white mane and a long white tail," said Lena. "I am so little, I can get into any tiny spot. The other horses always ask me to help them when they need to get into tiny spots." "Well, I'm going to be the hardest working horse on the farm," said Allison. "I'm a reddish brown color and I have dark brown curly mane. I even have tufts of brown curly hair around my hoofs. I am very strong and all of the other horses ask for my help when they need help to move anything. And Danny is my baby horse. He is the same color as me and is getting stronger every day. He stays with me all of the time because he's learning how to be a workhorse for the farmer." "Okay, let's get all of this hay rolled over closer to the barn so the farmer can get it inside. We need to be careful and make sure we are not pushing them into each other. Nora, can you jump up on one of the bales of hay and tell us which one we should roll first?" Nora began jumping from bale to bale because she was a great jumping horse. Finally, she got to the bale closest to the barn. It would be easier to start at the front. Lena, we need you to run in between all of the bales to make sure there is nothing in our way of the rolling, Allison told her sister horse. And Lena began running in between all of the bales of hay, looking for anything that would get in their way. Just as Allison and Danny were trotting over to the bale of hay that Nora said was first, they heard Lena yell out, "Look out! Wesley is caught under one of the bales of hay." Wesley was only the greatest rooster on their farm. He took care of all of the chickens in the chicken coop and cock-a-doodle-dooed every morning to let the farmer family know it was time to wake up. Poor Wesley! One of his wings was caught under the bale of hay. "Nora, I need you to find out which bale of hay I must move to save Wesley," Allison ordered her. And Nora began jumping, looking for where Lena was trying to save the rooster. Lena was so small it was difficult to find her. Nora jumped from one bale to the next easily until she finally found Lena. And sure enough, there was Wesley, stuck under the bale of hay. "Over here, Allison," she called out. Allison and Danny ran to where Nora was standing on top of the bale and saw little Lena horse standing beside the crying rooster. Allison began pushing her head into the bale of hay. She dug her feet in and pushed with all of her strength. The bale only moved a little bit, not enough. All of a sudden, little Danny came alongside Allison and started pushing too. The hail of hay began to move slowly and finally freed Wesley. The rooster clucked with happiness and gratitude. He gave a loud cock-a-doodle-doo and ran off to the chicken coop to tell all of his chicken friends what had happened to him. "That was a close call," said Nora. "Thank goodness you saw him, Lena, and thank goodness Allison and Danny were able to move that bale of hay." "Okay, horses, it's time to get back to business. We need to get this hay moved in for the farmer," said Allison. The horses started working together. Nora jumped from bale to bale to let the horses know which bale to move next, and Lena made sure there was nothing else in the way, and Allison and Danny pushed each bale closer to the barn. With everyone working together, they got all of the hay into the barn in no time at all. While the farmer positioned all of the hay in the barn, the horses galloped and played in the field by the barn. The cows and sheep and goats would be well cared for this winter. As the sun was setting, they heard the farmer's wife call out, "Okay, children, time to wash up for dinner. Let your father know." "We're being horses, Mommy," the children cried out. "I know, and it looks like you all did a great job, but it's time for you to come in. You can be horses another day," their mother told them. The children galloped and neighed to the barn to let their father know it was dinner time. After the dinner, the children got their baths and were all snuggled in their beds. They were tired. It had been a busy day. They had helped the farmer with the bales of hay and saved Wesley, the great rooster. And as the children slowly drifted off to sleep, they wondered what they would be tomorrow. I hope you enjoyed tonight's story, and I just want to remind you and thank you for following me. Please go to my YouTube at My Storytime with Nana, subscribe, follow, share, and you can do the same thing on Reddit and on Instagram under Storytime with Nana. Thank you very much. I hope you have a great night.